So here we want to solve this equation. So we have 7 sine of 2 alpha minus 6 cosine of alpha equals 0. All solutions from 0 to 2 pi. Got a couple of problems. We have a sine mixed with a cosine. That's the first dilemma. And then we have a double angle and a single angle. So that's the second dilemma. Since this section is about the double angle formula, I think that's probably a good place to start. So I'm going to remind myself, what is the sine of 2 alpha? It is twice the sine of alpha times the cosine of alpha. And so I'm replacing this part right here. So I'll have 7 times that. So rewriting, I'm going to have 14 sine of alpha cosine of alpha minus, 6 cosine alpha equals 0. And so now I have all alphas. I have sines and cosines, but because of the 0, if I can factor this side, I might be able to continue without another identity. So let's see. Yeah, we could factor out a cosine of alpha. And then 6 and 14 are even, we could factor out a 2. So let's see what happens if we do that. So we're going to pull out a 2 cosine of alpha. That's going to leave behind a 7 sine of alpha. And on here, we'll have a minus. We're taking a 2 from the 6, so that leaves 3. And we took the cosine, okay. Equals 0. Yeah, we did it. We broke it into a product. So now we can break that and solve 2 cosine of alpha equals 0. Divide by 2 cosine of alpha equals 0. Thinking about the unit circle, cosine is an x value. X equals 0 up here and down here. So relevant angles for alpha, and it's just a straight alpha, which is nice, are pi over 2. Down here, 3 pi over 2. And if I went around again, that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pi over 2, which is outside my region. So I think I have 2 solutions from that part of the equation. Other part, 7 sine of alpha minus 3 equals 0. Add 3, divide by 7. Sine of alpha equals 3/7. Think about that for a moment on the circle. Sine on the unit circle is a y value. So I'd be looking at y equals 3/7. So that'd be just under a half here. So that would be over here or over here. So I want this angle right there. That one is going to be the arc sine of 3/7. And this angle right here would be pi minus that. So let's make that angle in red. That's always going to be pi minus the arc sine. And if the only way to get other solutions are to go the other direction or revolve around more than once, and this says only look at 1 revolution. So I think I have all of the solutions there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We should check it on the calculator next to make sure we get the right ones. So let's see, 7 sine of 2 pi minus 6 cosine, or sorry, 2 alpha. That's a pretty graph. I gotta leave that there to look at later. Let's bring up Desmos again. Oops, wrong one. This one. All right, so we have 7 sine of 2x minus 6 sine of x. Double check. Yep, and we want to know, when is it 0? What are its roots? Between 0 and 2 pi. So that's 2 pi right there. So we've got 0. We found that one. 1.182. Let's see, which one was that one? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 solutions before 2 pi. So we thought the solutions were 0, obviously. No. Did we get 0? I don't remember writing down 0. What did I miss? Did I mistype something? Did I make a mistake? Oh, let's check some other ones. I don't have a 0 as a solution. I have pi over 2. Interesting. Let's see what the other ones are. What's this one here? Nope. Pi. Ooh, did I mistype something? I got a mistake somewhere. Those aren't the solutions I have. Let's check the arc sine of 3/7. No, that is not. All right, I got a mistake in my work, or I graphed the wrong function. Oh, I did. I have a sine and a cosine on mine, don't I? Okay, this is not the right graph. I knew something was amiss, just didn't know what until now. Okay, now what do we get? Okay, so 0 is not a solution. That's good. We've got 0.443. Okay, there's my arc sine right there. This one right here is my pi over 2. This one right here, I'm guessing is the pi minus the arc sine. And let's call, I'll just retype it, arc sine. So I don't have to retype. I usually do things like call a solution like this solution A. So then down here, I can just go pi minus A. There we go. So 2.699, that should have been this one. Yep. And then this right here should be my 3 pi over 2. Yeah, we nailed them. All right, so it helps if you type the right function in. Accurate to 2 decimal places. And it says I can just type an expression too. So I could just type my pi over 2. I wonder if it would take the arc sine. Let's try it. 3 pi over 2. That's the other one. Arc sine. It doesn't say no trig function. Sometimes it will. Maybe it's down here. Nope, it doesn't say no trig function. So I should be able to type the arc sine of 3/7. Or I could use the decimal versions. And the other one was pi minus that arc sine of 3/7. Woohoo. Okay, or I could do the decimal versions. All right, so you might ask, well, why would I do all that work if I can just let Desmos do it for me? Well, I need you to be able to do this algebra. If you're not good at this algebra now, it won't go so good on the test, and then calculus will be much more painful. So if you want to survive calculus in the future, then practice doing this kind of math.